Значит, мы сейчас в добрососедстве отправляемся изучать чип охотника. Что у нас по крышкам?
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Так. Это на 5000. Боеприпас 45-й. Наверное, может как-то... Ну, тут нет, немного так. Спасибо. 750 патронов лишние.
Heard what you did. Saved that Rex Goodman from the super mutants, right? Guess not everyone appreciates the bard, am I right?
Can't believe it. You look just like Sam. Peace, brother.
Так.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Dr. Amari.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil. What happened?
I found Virgil. He has a way inside the Institute. But I need a code from a Courser chip.
A Courser chip? You fought a Courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a Courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
Подземка.
The Railroad?
They help synths escape the Institute. I don't know who they all are. Usually an agent of theirs just shows up with someone who needs new memories. One of them gave me a code phrase. Said it would help me find them if there was ever an emergency. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Any idea what the code phrase means?
I'm not sure. But I remember there was a pre-war landmark with a similar name. I'd start there. Hopefully they've placed other clues to tell you where to go after that. Hidden somewhere in plain sight. That's how they think.
In my secret club, the code phrase is just 2 words. Awesome and me.
Yes, well, that's not going to help you here. But I'm sure someone with your creativity will be able to figure it out.
Так. На моментно.
The Railroad can decode that Courser chip. You just need to find them.
Так, погнали. Подземка. Не исследована вышка, блядь. Тщательно, тщательно. Так. Книжный магазин. Ой. А как туда прийти? Опять упал, что ли? Мать твою. Что ж падаешь-то все? Секунду. Морский зал.
tired yet?
Так, тут воен.
Got a pretty good track record cracking those.
Ну-ка, иди сюда.
Hey,
What's the plan?
think you can unlock that terminal?
That's not something I do. Got it.
Отлично. Ходим.
Don't let all that horsepower go to your head.
Угу. Нормально так. Дашь? Дирижабль. Так. Школа. Минский аэропорт. Вот. Где-то у нас... А, вот он дирижабль, да, тут. Вот точно, я увидел уже. Вот. Все, значит, потом, может, потом пойдем туда. Так. Надо будет оставить эту броню тут. Так.
Someone's coming.
Это хиленький-то. Высокоточный институтский. Мутанты, ну так. Не остановил. Так. Вот он. Ник, блять, твою мать. Точность, блять.
I hear something. Going to splatter you, brain.
Тихо. Где то здание, где мы видели поезд? Он же где-то должен же быть, нет? Так, лента новостей. Где-то же эта вышка должна быть. Вот. Окей, вон она. Туда. Так, сохранимся. Тихо.
Sweet.
Too well.
Эти 20 FPS меня бесит. Ну, охуеть можно. Так, о, здесь. Неплохо.
Having fun? Huh? I can do this all day.
Убийственный пистолет, блин, где он вот? Нет, какой-то. Не очень. Танк содружества. Прям так, вот что? Лифт. Финансовый клад. О. Ник, иди сюда.
Hey,
I'm all ears.
see what you can do.
Sure thing.
Дверь хранилища, давай.
I locked the door tight. they leave open a window. Nope. Dang. Locked down too tight.
В смысле, она мощная? У тебя сложный терминал. Ёптать.
Hey,
I'm listening.
needs your
Попробуй
expertise.
еще раз.
Can do. Locked out of this one.
Блядь. Давай я попробую сам.
Won't be able to hack this. Can't break the code.
Хакер кто-нибудь. Понял. Банк нам не досягаем, кажется.
That's it.
Угу. Твою мать. Угу. Молодец. Молодец. Лучше. Почему?
Got it.
Что, все что ли? Блядь. И как-то иди. нас вижу.
What? Who's there? Out there. Somewhere.
Good.
Just when I thought we were getting along.
Так, тут летает опять.
Anything useful?
Потолок не ля. Отлично. Ничего нет. Есть.
Seven. And A. Some sort of code?
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common, the start of the Freedom Trail. Feast your ears and learn more about the historic Freedom Trail. And learn the history of Boston Common.
Tell me about the Freedom Trail.
Starting here at Boston Common, follow the red path as it winds its way through our great city's streets. Markers on the trail are placed at many famous historic sites. See Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, the Old State House, Bunker Hill, and many more.
Куда? Трейл.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common, the start of the freedom.
Не понял. Я был. Где как?
Seven A.
Чё у тебя на...
7A.
Да, вот эти-то, ёптать. Ну-ка. Так, ну погнали смотреть на по люкам, я что-то не знаю как. По люкам, которых тут нет.
Hey. Get some, motherfucker! Fucking pay for that!
Молодец.
No way is this worth it!
Подобрал то, что не надо. Ну, это не то. О. Там этот робот смерть. Или нет? Нет.
One R. The trail ends right at the church.
Давай, удиви меня. Ну что ты? Давай, иди сюда.
Even after all these years.
Шпиль. Ну, шпиль это шпиль. Нет, это нам не интересно. Что-то должно быть помимо этого. Усохший дикий гуль. Так. Правильно идем.
Building a collection or
Блять.
something?
Ну-ка иди сюда.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
Боевой карабин. Кастовый. Шумно, падла, подошел.
So, that's not right.
В смысле?
It spins.
И чё?
So it starts with R?
Ёпта мать, тихо. Чё? Не подсказки-то искать. Тихо. Ну-ка. Railroad.
Stop
Блять.
right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help breaking the code on his courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy, Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Давай, давай.
Don't try anything, stranger.
We having fun yet?
Deacon.
We having fun yet?
Круто.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
О, давай. Давай.
Any news out there, Doctor?
Been out of the loop? Lots of sick and injured taking up my time. Now, if you need treatment, let me know.
Hear anything, Doc?
Nothing that would interest you. Now, let's talk about you and your health.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
What's feeling off today? What can you tell me?
Too much radiation. I feel sick.
We'll clean you up. Don't worry. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Got roughed up.
Scrapes and bruises, but it's probably a good idea to get them fixed up.
Еще одним шприцом.
All done. Any other complaints?
That was it.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Hey, Doc.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
All right, but go easy on the cans.
Тир-1. Так.
Hey, don't try anything, stranger.
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
Why do you want the courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard, I got you. All right, solve for n. Come on. Show me that sweet base number, come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Okay.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
Don't try anything, stranger.
We having fun yet?
Понял. Так. Ой. Тихо.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Ugh, what the hell aroma is that?
Поговорить с братством, поговорить с подземкой, поговорить с менеджерами. Давай. Угу.
Protect and serve.
out of here as soon as we can.
Easy living, this ain't.
Seems to be growing well.
Unexpected bit of news.
What do you need, General?
I heard that a group of soldiers... Knights? Soldiers? Constabulary? What are we calling them now?
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Well, they were kind of in trouble at the Cambridge police.
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The vault dweller helped them, is what I'm trying to say. Guess they'll probably be on their way soon, then.
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the molecular relay.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Okay.
What's up?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it, or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Так, это понятно. А в каком пункте она находится? Особое. И как его подключить? Непонятно.
No good for taste.
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site.
Ты, блядь. Ну это, разумеется, да, сюда. Двадцать. Как это подключить?
Make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
А как ее включить-то как?
You have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Тоже сеть, что как?
Make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Я не вижу, куда коннектиться. Ну как тоже. Ни черта не понимаю.
Make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Ничего не понимаю.
to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Вы делаете...
Да. Вот. Другое дело, абсолютно другое дело. Генератор наука. Нужна наука. Нет.
Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor? Can it wait?
Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
I need to find parts for the beam emitter.
We're gonna need a military grade.
Ну, мы же собрали все.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
I think we ought to talk.
Excuse me.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
We know we're all on the same team.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
That's what I want to hear. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
You got time to talk now?
Come here again if you need to meet us. We'll know you're coming.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here too.
Хорошо. Секундочку.
Fist was weak, leader. Strong plan to be rid of.
О, выполнилось.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure?
Давай.
Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. I'm ready when you are. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Неплохо.
No. Fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay! Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are. But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving. Funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, my mom used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There'll be changes. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now, say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Come on. Bye, honey. We love you.
Hello.
Bye. Отец.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Face to face. Давай.
Jammed.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place? Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Зелень, красота.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Doctor.
Oh,
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are here.
Most of them have
Well,
lasted
all
long
right.
past their projected
I'm Allie.
lifespans.
Allie
If you
Fillmore.
ask me,
You can think of
they
me
were
as the
built pretty
Institute's
well.
chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
You're here. Glad you made it. Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Everyone's excited about the new synth
Well,
project.
hello.
I'm not scared of the surface.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
Let's see what you have.
Институтская бутылка с водой. Институтская упаковка с пищей. Ну давай возьмем все.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Скоп. Это скоп. Аптечка. Тройной инструмент. Ядерная батарея. Так.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Трава зеленая. Классно. Институт отдел высших систем.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. Hey there.
Yes?
Excuse me.
We'll secure the area.
Excuse me, doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons. Well,
Dr. Orman.
one day I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Safety first. Remember that.
Что ты говоришь? Так.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Corsair chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you. This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting.
Hey, Doc.
Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. Some of the most lifelike I've seen. Well, it's almost too good. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record.
I hope I'll prove
Once
a
you've
useful
settled in,
test subject
I'll
for
want
you,
to do a
Doctor.
physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Okay.
Hey there.
We are honored to welcome you here.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. I hope all your needs are being seen too. You just let me know if they're not.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Newton.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Куда ты ходишь?
Reporting status.
Можно?
All functions normal.
Можно.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
What now?
They're dragging their
Report
feet on the
anything
targeting
suspicious to
package
the
upgrades I asked for.
SRB.
Maybe I should
Dr.
take some
Watson can
courses
be a
with me.
little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me a lot?
Что вы тут
My
встали?
methods get
Иди давай.
results.
I can't
With
imagine
this time
living
as
on
well.
the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Плохо. Так. Так, ну. Институтский пистолет. Стимулятор. Неплохо. Так. Болтаем. Не
The directorate
помешает.
should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Куда пошла?
Dr. Secord,
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
The report indicates that it has no memory of the Institute, or that it is a synth. Seeing as how this was not the initial target...
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
Ну-ка. Что это такое? Это какое-то устройство.
Nothing to report, sir.
Child synth.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
If it were just a limb twitching,
Из этой штуки варят синтер.
involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only be unexplained. You just don't want to admit
Ничего себе. Ничего себе.
if you're about to fall into one of those.
It's about artificial sentience and beings with souls. Don't bother. I've heard enough of them. Write it down from memory.
But we can't just ignore it. If a synth can good. And if a sin has a sin, then it is a living person by every standard we can imagine. Of course it is far more comfortable to do it as a machine, so we can do what we want with it.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr.
Just a moment. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not from those days. Do well to remember that.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step right this way.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Оживление. Наполнение крови, да? Вот он уже живой.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Нормально так.
Excuse me.
Welcome.
Hello.
Please proceed directly to
I'm
processing.
new here.
Я ж понял, что недавно.
With our third generation sense, we've improved upon humanity.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third generation.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
So much research, so little time.
Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. But not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step right this way.
Да. Био. Отдел бионаук. Кстати, где-то же должна быть это, как ее. Где-то это должна быть, это как ее, не вакцина, блин, как ее, сыворотка для Вирджила. Кто бы мог подумать, что в такой двери будет такой замок. Так, тут у нас ни черта нет. Вот опять такой замок старый, да? Вот такой дверище, которого тут вообще нет. Тихо. Что это? Понял. Это что еще такое?
Найс.
Это у них тут просто так. Дверь стоит. Ну-ка. Пошла ты. Нахер, слушай. Смотрю за богами. Да ёптать.
Yes.
Угу.
Sensor engaging. Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO. Standing down.
Well, there's this article in I'm not saying, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And, of course, the mayor, I mean, I was, as to read, I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's,
Запасом не повод.
just says here, there's, nothing to worry about, that it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's, I guess, orange-colored sky.
Надо тяжелую отрубить. Да. Лаборатория. Кошатина.
Got it.
Ну, сейчас мы вот зависимость, я чувствую, обретемся. Решительно.
That's it.
Мутант. Кошатина. Так.
Terminal only.
Лиса. Ленд. Никого Валентайна не хватает. Да что тебя? Стиль. Танк. Да, Jeep.
Yes.
And... Неужели? Ой, ёпта. Супермутантов здесь сделали, да? Ну, это стоило ожидать. О, Virgil.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board: exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course. This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Ну да.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Excuse me.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys...
With hard work, and I'm sure
I'm not sure how...
Great! I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 2?
Greetings, sir.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist.
Operating at full capacity.
Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
You...
So, here you are. DeonixNeo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases
You don't mind making a chair.
are doing cartwheels too.
We find milk of
Hey.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. Another day in the Commonwealth.
Hello, sir.
Так, следующий уровень 50 опять будет, да? Ну что ж, ладненько, на этом закончим. Пока что наше прохождение.